I like this question. I spotted it in the email.
I think it's a harder question than it first sounds.
What is success to you personally?
You mean to me or to mention?
To you.
Tough question.
I think there's like a certain baseline level of success that you need to have, right? This is kind of like the Maslow hierarchy of needs sort of thing, right? Like you need to have enough money that you can exist and things like that. Past that, the reason we got into Zapier was I was tired of working at jobs where I felt like I didn't have a lot of say in things, that they didn't share the values that I had, that they were working in ways that I didn't think were, ways that were optimal for most people. And so for me, it was like, I want to work on a project in a way that I think can be done. And I want to have fun doing it. And as long as that was happening, and it was challenging and it was growing, that was success for me. I didn't go into Zapier thinking like, I want to be the next, Steve Jobs or Elon Musk or anything like that. I just wanted to make something that, allowed me to kind of, do things the way that I wanted to do them, more or less, and be happy and challenged and all that sort of stuff. It's like when I wake up, am I excited to go to work? Am I excited to work on those types of things? There's other smaller things, like I hated commuting. So like, can I work from home? Zapier's 100% remote. We set it up like that because commuting sucks. It's nice to be able to work in an environment that you get to set up, you get to control. And so I get to work that way. If I want to get up early and work or stay up late and work, I could do that. Like I didn't have to sit in a chair from 9 to 5 because that's what, a boss told me that's what good work looked like. I wanted to do work that I knew looked good because I just know that that's good work.
What is success to me personally? Two things. On one side is that the business that I run should be, financially speaking, sustainable. Okay, and growing, of course. And on the other side, there's a very personal point. I need to be every morning super excited and ready to fight for the business that I'm building, and passionate about this. Those two things need to be together to be 100% happy and successful.
How do you achieve that second one?
What excites me most when I wake up and when I join my team is to work with so many talented people. I mean, it's drives me insane when I see the talent we have here at Mansion in terms, like, for example, what is product building together with marketing. When we put those two teams together, we make crazy things happen. This is super exciting.
Success to me is really enjoying my work and the day-to-day. So a quote that I really love is, how we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. And to me, what that quote points out is most of our life is not made up with these big milestones, nor is it made up of these big failures, and we get so focused on when my company reaches 1 million, when my team reaches 50, like then it's going to be so great. And maybe my life's just going to be terrible for the 2 years in between, but that's okay. And it's like, well, no, that's your life. Those 2 years in between, that's your life. So that's how I try to think of things. Have I crafted my work, my job, my life in a way where I really enjoy showing up to work every day? And I really do right now.
Success to me is really as simple as freedom. And that's what I optimize everything in my life for. If I have the freedom to do what I want, to work on the stuff I find cool, to sleep when I want to eat when I want to spend time with friends when I want to, that's when I feel successful. And everything we do and the decisions we make with Ghost are based on optimizing as much freedom as possible for our users, our customers, and also the people who work with us. I think finding that balance between the different areas in which you can have freedom is so gratifying to me. Like my level of financial freedom doesn't change over $100,000 pretty much.
Yep.
In terms of what I can do with my life, how I can live, what I can buy, my quality of life over $100,000. And there's studies on this that have pretty much proved like the happiness graph does not change. I think it's above $70,000. Above that, your quality of life just doesn't drastically change. yes, your car is maybe a fancier brand, maybe you fly a better airline, but you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want. So if that's all you need, I mean, as a software developer, you can get a 100K salary pretty much any way you want, doing 4 days a week.
Right.
So then what are the other areas of freedom you want to optimize for? That's what I find interesting. And it's so much more than just, salary.
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into this recently. I think for me, success is really getting a chance to work with a bunch of awesome people every day. People that are way smarter than me and way more talented at a lot of things. And then feeling like we're a team building something together. It's never really been about like the number of digits in a bank account or anything like that. It's really been about the people that I get to work with every day, and then having something that I think is making impact on the world in a way that leads the work that others are doing. And so I think, like, for me, the fact that we define the way that chat works on the internet is pretty exciting. So I like leading innovation is something that's always been pretty exciting to me. Thinking about new solutions to existing problems and doing that with a group of really amazing people serving customers that we really respect and believe in.
So I think what's important to get motivated is a sense of progress. At GitLab, we try to do very short iterations and reduce the cycle time, the time between having an idea and seeing it out there, not only in development, but also in marketing. And another thing that's important is that it shouldn't be zero sum. Great things happen when you make progress and everyone is better off than they were before. I think that's something that really motivates me, and that I think is beautiful about open source software and the open core business model. I think those are the two things: making progress and making sure it's not at the expense of others, but that it's a win-win.
I don't know, it sounds a little cheesy, but if I see my customers being successful, then that's the most important thing, right? And then personally, for me, success is continuing the lifelong learning, never getting bored, continue to not know what I'm doing for as long as possible.
So 8 years in, how do you maintain that?
The company grows all the time. I have no idea how to run a 25 people company. It's completely different than when it was 10 and when it was 5, when it was just me. It's completely different. And so you have to evolve. And when it comes to the product and the market, completely different. There was no iPad. There was, it's all, the market changes all the time. And so we have to stay current. We have to update and get better and follow what our customers ask for. So it's never a dull moment. There's no risk of it getting boring.
Long-term success to me is that when everyone at Yesware is retired and done with our professional careers and sort of thinking back over our life and the inordinate amount of time that we spend in offices working on stuff, we're thinking back and we think, what was the best job I ever had? That Yesware is that job. That's what I want for people who work here, is that this is the best job they ever have in their career. It's not a hit a certain level or do some certain metrics or anything. This constant challenge to make this a better and better job.
Success for us is that we're seeing that Printful helps many thousands of online small merchants make money online. It makes money for them, their families, and in turn, actually, we make money for our employees and their families.
No, basically, it's kind of a matter of like waking up every day, being able to make your own choices. I still work, 9 or 10 hours a day, but I'm able to, during that day, make my own choice. We want to go develop a new product. We can put a little bit of money there, try to build it out a little bit, launch it, and if it doesn't work out, then it's not the end of the world, because we're not mortgaging our future on it. It's all about how, me being able to spend my time the way that I want to spend it.